The New York Times.
Treasury pushes to recoup loans to large companies. The Los Angeles Lakers got $4.6 million and it's just one problem. The Los Angeles Lakers are not what most people think of as a small business. Yet the basketball franchise is the latest example of a large company that managed to qualify for small business loans from a hastily devised government program intended to help barbershops, restaurants, dry cleaners and other mom-and-pop shops. Even as meat workers get sick, Trump aims to keep plants open. President Trump on Tuesday declared meat processing plants critical infrastructure in an effort to ensure that facilities around the country remained open as the government tried to prevent looming shortages of pork, chicken and other products as a result of the coronavirus. Possibilities of survivor plasma were scrambled to find donors. For China's Red Cross, it's hard to put people before the party. Science SPAKS, but president rarely listens. Open schools. Maybe by fall, maybe part-time.
USA Today.
U.S. hits 1 million confirmed cases. Lack of widespread testing leaves many victims uncounted. Locked up minors scared, isolated as virus spreads. Attorneys, advocates scramble to win release of young detainees. Arjani Avila talks to her younger brother twice a week. Phone calls last about 3 minutes before they're cut off. During their last conversation, she said, he was crying. Appetite for big government soars. Half of Americans say feds are doing too little. In the era of coronavirus, big government is back.
Los Angeles Times.
Newsom. Some businesses could reopen in weeks. The governor lays out a 4-phase plan. The first to see easing would be lower-risk stores and factories. Trump gets a smaller stage. Aides scramble to refocus his message after bleach debacle. The pandemic has soured this family's field of dreams. They were picking strawberries, father and son, in the afternoon sunlight of the Oxnard Plain. Smog talk is a lot of hot air. Declines in pollution, likely weather-related, are already over. It's been hailed as a silver lining of the coronavirus lockdown. With fewer cars on the road, air quality has improved, bringing clearer skies to cities across the world.
The Washington Post.
Persistent fears a virus may slow U.S. reopening. Workers, customers must weigh risks. Consumer confidence hit 6-year low. Wider economy's losses could be big tech's gain. Harsh spotlight fades as people staying home rely on modern tools. Tech titans spent much of the past year playing defense, fending off dozens of federal and state antitrust investigations and a public wary of their power. Brazil's Bolsonaro flounders amid corruption probe and virus denial. Anguished journals and goodbye letters. The pandemic is having a stark effect on the children of healthcare workers and their words. Calls grow for Biden to address allegation. Democrats react to claim of assault with pleas for answers, or with silence.
Chicago Sun-Times.
UV goes after downstate rep who sued over stay-at-home order. Cheap political stunt. Pritzker blasts downstate lawmaker for cheap political stunt and judge for setting a dangerous precedent after harsh ruling against stay-at-home order extension. Nonprofit founders drive to save lives amid pandemic. Founder of Southside nonprofit doles out food, COVID-19 supplies to hard-hit black community. Illinois sees record 144 COVID-19 deaths in a day, toll now at 2,125. Health officials Tuesday said another 144 people in Illinois have died from COVID-19, marking the state's highest number of deaths in a single day, as the pandemic's toll surpassed 2,000 fatalities. Edison Park mainstay's 70-plus-year love story ends with coronavirus deaths 36 hours apart.
The Wall Street Journal.
Trump orders meat plants to operate. More than a dozen major meatpacking factories have shut in recent weeks. President Trump signed an executive order on Tuesday, paving the way for meat processing plants to remain open during the coronavirus pandemic, as hundreds of workers have fallen ill and concerns mount about food supply shortages. Zuckerberg asserts power at Facebook. In December, Facebook Incorporated's top brass gathered at Mark Zuckerberg's more than 700-acre beachfront estate in Kauai, Hawaii, for an unusual board meeting to discuss how to redirect the company after years of turmoil. Half of workers get more pay laid off. About half of all U.S. workers would earn more in unemployment benefits than they did at their jobs before the coronavirus pandemic shut down much of the U.S. economy, a result of government relief that employers said is complicating plans to reopen businesses. Vaccine research picks up the pace. A vaccine candidate must first be proven safe and then proven effective.
Chicago Tribune.
Bailed out by charities, charged in new crimes. Victims shocked nonprofits aided those accused of attacking them. Crop of rules for farmers markets. Keep 6 feet back from the heirloom tomatoes and no squeezing. 200 test positive at Cicero nursing home. At Cicero site, over 200 residents, staff tested positive. Trump says meat plants to stay open. President orders processing to continue to ensure steady supply. President Donald Trump took executive action Tuesday to order meat processing plants to stay open amid concerns over growing coronavirus cases and the effect on the nation's food supply.
New York Post.
Thank heavens. Military planes salute Nick healthcare workers. The Blue Angels and Thunderbirds roared over the Big Apple on Tuesday in a high-flying display of precision aeronautics that paid tribute to heroic frontline coronavirus workers. The 40-minute joint flying demonstration by the Navy's Angels and the Air Force's T-Birds was the first leg of a nationwide tour, with the 2 6-jet teams soaring in Delta formation above the city, Long Island and New Jersey.